They say family will always have your back. They're mistaken. Mine turned against me in a heartbeat. It all began with a necklace I never touched and a betrayal I never anticipated. One moment I was serving orange juice at my sister's birthday brunch. The next, she stood up, pointed at me, and declared to everyone that I had stolen her $9,000 necklace. The room fell silent. Spoons halted midair. Suddenly, I wasn't Emma, the daughter who kept everything afloat. I was Emma, the thief, the liar, the family's disgrace. That same night, they threw me out. No notice, no luggage, just a single bag and a door slammed in my face. What they didn't realize was that I had been their lifeline. I paid their rent, their utilities, even my sister's college fees. When I left, I didn't just take my belongings, I took the foundation that held their world together. This is the story of how they tried to break me, and how, step by step, they ended up shattering their own lives instead. My name is Emma, and I'm 28 years old. If you'd told me months ago that my own sister would accuse me of stealing a $9,000 necklace just to shame me in front of our family, I'd have laughed. Not because she wasn't capable of such cruelty, but because I never thought she'd cross that line. But she did. And what followed? No one could have predicted it. Let me take you back to the morning it all unraveled. It was a Sunday, bright, warm, the kind of day that feels peaceful outside but hides a storm within. Inside our house, tension was brewing, and I was oblivious. My younger sister Qley had invited everyone for a lavish brunch. Balloons floated above the table, champagne sparkled in flutes, and she'd even hired a photographer for her social media posts. It seemed excessive, but I helped anyway. That's who I was, the quiet one, the fixer, the dependable daughter. For years, I'd silently covered our electricity, internet, and even the mortgage when Dad lost his job. I never bragged about it. I just wanted harmony. I paid for Qley's college tuition through direct transfers to her school, shielding her from stress. She never knew. I did it to keep our family whole. But I was only setting the stage for their betrayal. That morning, laughter filled the dining room. Mimosas clinked. Qley flaunted a new designer purse. Then she stood, tapped her glass, and said, "Before we continue, I need to say something serious." I thought she'd share good news. A job, a thank you. Instead, she locked eyes with me and said, "This is hard, but Emma stole my $9,000 necklace, the gold one Grandma left me. I searched for weeks and found it hidden in her room yesterday." My heart stopped. The room went quiet. And just like that, they believed her. No one asked for my side. My mother gasped. "I always knew you envied Qley." My father looked away, shaking his head. I stood there, trembling, unable to speak. I hadn't taken anything. Yet, in an instant, I became the villain, the thief, the outcast. They told me to leave that night. No chance to pack. Just a bag and my laptop. They had no clue what I was about to do. They didn't know I was the one keeping their lives afloat. But they were about to find out. That night, I didn't cry. I should have, but betrayal cuts too deep for tears. I sat in a spare room at my friend Lily's place, staring at the wall, trying to breathe. She let me stay, no questions asked. I told her it was a family fight, nothing more. But inside, something shifted. For years, I'd paid bills for a house I didn't own. I covered Qley's tuition while she posted selfies captioned, "Living my best life." I paid for groceries, repairs, even Mom's spa visits when her card failed. And what did I get? A public accusation. No one stood up for me. No one wondered why I'd do such a thing. I was guilty because it was easier to blame me. That night, I opened my laptop and logged into my accounts. One by one, I severed the ties that held their world together. I stopped the mortgage payments. I canceled the utility transfers. I halted Qley's tuition payments. Every last dollar. The house was in Dad's name. Bills went to Mom's email. They'd notice soon enough. And when they did, I'd be gone. I left no note, no warning. I vanished. And for the first time in years, I felt light. No burden. No one demanding I fix their chaos. No one acting like I owed them everything. But that freedom was short-lived. 10 days later, the storm hit them. I got a text from an unknown number. Did you mess with the power? Lights are off. Wi-Fi's gone. Qley has exams. Fix it. No greeting, no concern. Just demands, like I was still their servant. I didn't respond. The next day, Dad called. I didn't answer. He left a voicemail, sounding lost. Emma, something's wrong with the bills. We're getting calls from the power company, the gas people, even Qley's school. Her classes are locked over some payment issue. Call me, okay? I nearly laughed. Payment issue. They still didn't know I'd been their bank. By day 12, my inbox overflowed with their overdue notices, power shutoffs, gas warnings, and alerts that Qley's tuition account was frozen. By day 14, they connected the dots. That's when Mom showed up at Lily's building. I don't know how she found me. I didn't open the door. Through the peephole, I watched her pound on it, yelling, "You selfish girl! We gave you everything, and this is how you repay us? You're pathetic!" She didn't know. She didn't know I'd been paying for the life she flaunted online, and I wasn't going to tell her. But truth has a way of surfacing. 2 days later, a message changed everything. It came from Sarah, our neighbor. Sarah was warm, a single mom who ran a photography gig. She'd watched Qley and me as kids when our parents were out. I hadn't spoken to her in ages. Her message stopped me. "Emma, I have something for you. I heard what Qley did and I have evidence she lied." My pulse raced. She sent an audio file. It opened with giggles, faint music, then Qley's voice. "Yeah, I hid it in her room. I needed everyone to see her true colors. Mom always calls her the good one, but let's see how good she looks now." I went cold. My hands shook. She admitted it. She framed me. She lied to ruin me. Sarah wrote, "She was talking in the yard with a friend. My camera was recording for a shoot and the mic caught it. I only heard it last night." I was speechless. I wanted to scream. I wanted to cry. But more than anything, I wanted them to feel what I felt. I asked Sarah if I could share the clip. She replied, "I already sent it to Qley's college." People like her shouldn't get away with this. And that was the beginning of Qley's downfall. 3 days later, she faced a disciplinary hearing. Her Instagram went quiet. No selfies, no stories. Just silence. Mom's social media shifted from proud posts to cryptic quotes about loyalty. I didn't need to do anything. The truth was spreading on its own, and I was just warming up. By Qley's second hearing, the story had snowballed. Sarah's audio leaked to group chats, then hit a student forum. Classmates whispered. Professors distanced themselves. Qley, the star with brand deals and perfect grades, became a punchline. She tried a tearful Instagram post about family drama with a filtered photo of herself crying. Comments were disabled. It was too late. The truth had taken hold. Then came the final strike. The college suspended her for violating conduct rules and academic dishonesty. This wasn't her first misstep. She'd cheated on a paper before and gotten a warning. This time, they showed no mercy. She came home in tears. Mom panicked. Dad sat quietly, staring into space, drinking endlessly. The house, once vibrant, felt like a tomb. And the kicker? They couldn't afford anything. The mortgage was overdue. Utilities were cut off. Mom called the power company furious, only to learn the accounts were in my name and closed. They had no savings, no plan, because they'd always relied on me. Meanwhile, I was soaring. My boss, Mr. Carter, saw how hard I worked through it all. He gave me a raise and a chance to move to a new city. "You've earned this," he said. So I moved. A bright apartment on the 12th floor with city views. No shouting, no betrayal. Just calm. For the first time, I felt no guilt. 2 weeks after settling in, I got a call from someone I hadn't spoken to in years. Aunt Clara, Mom's older sister. She'd left town after a family fight when I was young. My parents called her jealous. In truth, they feared her. "Hi, sweetie," she said. "I saw your name in that college forum story. It's time you knew something." She revealed my grandmother, Dad's mom, had left me a trust fund. Just for me. I froze. "What?" I asked. "They never told you," she said. "After she passed, they told the lawyer you were too young. They'd manage it. But it was yours." "How much?" I asked. "Around $85,000. For your future, school, a business, anything." I was stunned. "The lawyer thought you knew." I couldn't speak. They'd stolen my future. All those years I struggled to support them. They hid my inheritance. Aunt Clara helped me reach the lawyer. Within weeks, I claimed the trust. It was real, every dollar. That night, as I secured the funds, I felt a wound heal. This wasn't revenge, it was justice. And I knew my next step. With the $85,000 and my better-paying job, I felt unstoppable. For years, I'd worked quietly, paying their debts, fixing their messes, staying unseen. Now I wanted to shine. I launched a YouTube channel, Money Matters with Mia. I filmed in my cozy apartment. My first video, they labeled me a thief, but I paid their bills, went viral. Thousands commented, especially women. "This happened to me." "You're so strong." "They don't deserve you." I taught budgeting, spotting financial abuse, and breaking free from toxic families. Sponsors reached out, along with podcasts and blogs. My story became a beacon for those used by loved ones. My parents? They sold the house. Couldn't afford it without me. Qley tried a new social media persona as a wellness guru. It flopped. No one forgot her lies. One day, Mom texted, "Emma, can we talk?" 5 words. I didn't reply. I didn't need their closure. I'd found my own. They'd toss me out like trash. Now I had peace. Every time I hit record, I recalled the moment she accused me of. I smile. Their attempt to crush me built my strongest self. They threw me out, so I built an empire, and no one can touch it. It's been nearly a year since I was cast out with just a bag and a wounded heart. A year since I was called a thief by those I'd carried for years. I thought I'd lost it all. But I see now. I was liberated. I wake up in a calm, tidy apartment with city views. I sip coffee while answering emails from people who value me. My channel has over 600,000 subscribers. I've spoken at events, guested on shows, and helped thousands, especially women, escape toxic ties and rebuild. I hear family watches my videos sometimes. They're stunned. But I didn't change. I was always this person. They just never saw me. Now they can watch from afar, in the silence I once endured. They can feel the void of the one who'd kept their life running. I don't hate them. I don't wish them pain. But I hope they realize this. When you bury someone with lies, they don't vanish. Sometimes they rise. That's how I turned their betrayal into my triumph. They tried to erase me with lies. I walked away and built a life they can only glimpse. If you've been blamed for something you didn't do or used by those who should have protected you, know this: leaving isn't weakness. It's sometimes the strongest move you can make. Thanks for hearing my story. If it touched you, please like, share, and subscribe. The next tale is even wilder. Thank you for watching Story. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell for more real-life stories.